Welcome back to the barbershop. Where are we? Who are we? Where are we? What happened? How did we get here? What happened? Who am I? Jimmy Chunkus. Welcome back. We have week 1 of my IUCL season 13 league match play. Week 1 was versus Seamus this season, and I battled him. I'm getting ready to hop into the replay here for you guys. And just as a quick preface, these are his 12. Dragonite, Pelipper, Corviknight, Chansey, Gross Core, Rain Core with Kingdra. He's got Xurkitree, Mega Sharpedo, the Toxicroak, the Runerigus, a great Pokemon. Then he's got Webs. He can also set up Electric Terrain for this Xurkitree. And he has the Cinescorch. That's his Z user in the back, is the Cinescorch. So it was not a fun time for me trying to prep for a Chansey Corviknight core, being as these are my 12. Anyway, there was a lot. Here's my build. If you want to see what I ended up bringing, I brought Banded, Urshifu, Shukaberry Raikou with Calm Mind, Mega Altaria defensive spread with these 4 moves, Slowking Galar with AV, these 4 moves, and D-Knight, Corv, and then classic, just like mixed defense size, just to get up rocks and knock things off. I really brought knock on a lot of things because I wanted to knock off Chansey. This was a tough bring because this kind of got almost walled by Toxicroak, but I had to have Aqua Jet, and I wanted to bring Band so that I could actually break through defensive Corviknight with close combat. So this could just click close combat. And hopefully he wouldn't bring Runerigus, or wouldn't switch it in for fear of Surging Strikes. I brought Flyinium Z Torn T because it's very good. I had to put these. I had to bring these 4 moves. I needed momentum. I originally had Defog on Torn, but I had to get rid of it for Heat Wave for Corviknight, because otherwise Corv, if Raikou went down, Corv was very scary. It was, and I just fiddled with my team until I had coverage for everything. So ultimately, I ended up with these 6, and he brings D-Knight, and he doesn't bring Runerigus, but does bring Orbeetle for the Webs, Chansey, Corv, and then his Xurkitree, and then Mega Shark, as you can see. So I'll put this on slow. So I think my initial thought here was to not have music on. I think I lead with Torn because I know I'm the fastest on the field, and I can either U-turn out or drop a Z or knock off Chansey if you wanted to lead with that. He frisks me and sees that I'm Flyinium Z immediately. So I think, okay, he's probably going to switch out. Would he be crazy enough to stay in? If he's Focus Sash and get up Webs, I can just defog those. So I don't burn my Z because I think he may. So I just go for a raw Hurricane, right? Because I didn't want to burn my Z, and knockoff didn't do too much to this beetle, so I want to just maybe kill it. I missed, no big deal, because it wasn't going to do anything anyway, but he does stay in and let me knock him off as he gets up rocks, so that's okay with me, because I do have defog. He probably assumes, I guess he doesn't assume that I have defog on Torn, because otherwise I would just defog now, but I do U-turn out, and I'm just going to go hard into alt and get my Mega up, and because if he does, even if he statuses me, I have Heal Bell, but he does T-port out, so that's bad for me because now he's got great momentum, and now I'm scared of this thing. I want a Mega and get a Roost off or defog these rocks away, but I know this thing can click Dazzling Gleam, and I have a dedicated check in AV Slow King for this, so I have to go straight into that. That sucks that my Altaria is taking that damage. He does Volt Switch out, so now I know at least he's not that Tail Glow set. At least I don't think. I'm imagining he's Scarf with Volt Switch because it's scary if Altaria gets a DD up, and also that's going to outspeed Urshifu. So he kind of needs that Scarf. And now he's got great momentum. He's kind of got me in the Vortex. He brings in the Sharpedo. Why am I watching it from this side? Let's switch sides. I'll be on this side. He's got me in the Tornado with Sharpedo. So I'm just going to keep switching, I'm like, okay, if he's not going to give me a chance to get rid of these rocks, then I'm going to have to just get my own rocks up. So he Scale Shots, he raw Scale Shots, it doesn't Mega. I can understand not Megaing. Scale Shot's kind of a crazy play because nothing really takes a Scale Shot, but he's just going for the speed boost, which is cool. So I just get my rocks up too, because if he's going to not let me get mine up, like I said, get mine up. So he doubles into Orbeetle. I'm like, okay, this is my chance. He's probably going to Webs. Maybe he does Webs here. And he does. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go to Altaria, get my Mega up, either Roost or Defog these away. He goes out into Corv, which is, I figured would be his dedicated check. That's why I originally wanted to bring Fire Blast on this thing for Corv. but special then gets walled by Chansey, and also he has a rain team, so if he brought Pelipper, it wasn't going to do anything to him. I go ahead and get the defog off as a U-turns, so I'm happy to see that he did not Ironhead. He goes on to D-Knight. Now, it turns out this is going to be a bulky D-Knight with Rocky Helmet, as you can see. He paralyzes me and does that Rocky Helmet chip, and I get fully parried as he doubles into Corv. So I'm like, yikes, this thing can paraflinch me down. I got to get out of here. But he U-turns again, so that's a great play. I don't know if he even has Ironhead. So he goes out into this thing. Obviously, I'm expecting an energy ball. He's going to blow me back. So I think I had to, I just hard into Slowking, which he then predicts as an opportunity for him to get the webs in. But I do have the flamethrower, so that's a great chance for me to go ahead and chunk this thing. Now, I imagine he's going to go into this, so I think, I do go ahead and just go for the future sight, because I know I'm going to have to switch here in a second. And as he just rocks, I'm going to, I chunk him hard with Side Shock, because I already knocked its Ilbiolite off. So I was hoping maybe I could just get rid of the Chansey, but I'm like, nah, I got to get my Altaria in. Corv takes that, does quite a nice chunk to Corv, the future sight. He U-turns again, and so I stay in this time thinking I got to get rid of these. I got to defog, get rid of those webs and those rocks. So he's doing a great job on the hazard game here, but I don't want to take a Dazzling Gleam, which he hasn't revealed yet. Now he does reveal it, so I'm just going to keep going Slowking on this thing. He goes into Chansey as I Future Sight. So I don't know if Psyshock was a roll to kill there, but it's going to give him the opportunity to soft boil it up. But I'm going to Psyshock again just to keep him moderately low, and hopefully get an opportunity for Urshifu to come in. So he does make a great play there, and actually, so I think this is going to take the Future Sight. It does, but it makes a great play and teleports out rather than soft boiling up. So here I'm going to go for the Banded Surging Strikes, because I think it's going to kill anything. But turns out this thing is max defense Rocky Helmet. So he brought two Rocky Helmet users, Dragonite and Corviknight. So he was really not trying to have Urshifu just rip through his team. So he makes a great double. He's just racking up. I could have brought Protective Pads, but this doesn't have the same kind of power. He's going to chip me all the way down to 2% with just Rocky Helmet damage. And he's going to be able to roost that off. So that's unfortunate for my Urshifu, which was my biggest breaker here. But he brought great defensive tech, and I was locked in to Surging Strike, so I couldn't Ice Punch. Supersonic Sky Strike does not kill. It does 81%. So this is a bulky boy here on this Dragonite. T-Waves my Torn, and then roosts off as I go to alt. And now I got to get off a Heal Bell here to heal all these paras. And now he's back up to full. So now we're seeing what's going on here. He's got this is his game plan here, is to paralyze me and I guess just wear me down with, as you see here, I believe he goes for Earthquake, and I'm gonna get a roost off here. And so this kind of plays out this way for a little while. I'm going to try to paralyze him with Body Slam, and he's going to try to get para hacks on me. I do get a full health roost off here, but I am fully parried. I don't want to stay in with this thing, but I do. I predict that he's going to predict me to go to Slowking this time, and I stay in as he Volt switches out. And that's going to give me the opportunity to get a Heal Bell off. I also know that I eat one Scarf Dazzling Gleam from full. So he goes. So now I have kind of the initiative again, but that Rocky Helmet's just going to keep racking up. So he's going to T-Wave me here. I'm going to Body Slam and get the para on him. Then he's going to Heal Bell. I'm going to Roost, and we just kind of keep playing this game. He's roosting, Heal Belling. I'm Body Slamming. He's paralyzing. We're both Heal Belling. He misses the T-Wave there, and I just keep Body Slamming, taking Rocky Helmet damage, and we're just burning lots of turns here. But I am getting a net gain on these Body Slams as long as he doesn't get two roosts off. So we're both I'm hoping for a full para, and I'm hoping to paralyze, he's hoping for a full para. So I'm going to just Body Slam again. He lives on 2, and I do get the para, and so now I'm hoping to kill here. He makes the double into Corv to sack it, but I actually Heal Bell here instead of going for the kill, because I think that was more optimal for me. Body Slam killed that thing, the Corv. and he's going to go into Zerk. And so I think I go just back into Slowking, because he keeps volt switching almost every time. So that's okay. But that's giving him the initiative. He needs to go into this and just scare me out. But I decided to go into my defensive alt, and I take that crunch very well. Unfortunately, he gets the defense drop, and he flip turns instead of megaing and killing me with crunch, and that's going to give me the opportunity to roost that off as he goes back into that thing. And I do go into Slowking Galar, and it's rinse and repeat for him, except he goes for Dazzling Gleam that time. So glad I keep going into Slowking. He does go into Chansey. I probably go for the Future Sight. I do. I think I might go in. Okay, I could go into Seismitoad and get rocks up soon, but also this thing just comes in and clicks Body Slam and just like gets a kill. And I get the para on Chansey, so this thing has to switch out. That's a losing battle for him because I have Roost and Heal Bell if he tries to do anything to me. So yeah, he has to switch there for fear of being killed. I think maybe I go for the kill. Yeah, I Body Slam again. So now everything is low. Low, low, low. That's still at full. But everything he's let get below 50% except for Shark, which is very good news for Raikou in the back. So it's still rinse and repeat for him, trying to get this Shark in, trying to chuck my team. I think I see at this point that I'm willing to just sacrifice Seismitoad to try to get up rocks, and then to try to get in Raikou and do some damage and break and finish him off. We're looking at end game here, but now he finally decides to Mega, so no more speed boost for him. But that does give him the power he needs to kill Raikou. Now he flip turns here. That's going to give me the opportunity to roost up. I mean, this thing checks him so well since he did not bring Ice Fang. Willing to sack the Dragonite. I get the roost, and now I'm just going to kill the D-Knight. And now he's going to have to go to, I believe, back into the Xurkitree and go for the... Yeah, he has to go for it. Maybe he volts, but he has to kill me with Dazzling Gleam, or else Altaria can just run his entire team. But he does volt. That's a good play. And he goes into this again on my Slowking. I go into alt. This time he crunches, gets the critical. So that's unfortunate because that's going to put me in range of the next crunch. So I no longer... So the crit mattered. It's all good. It's all good because that gives me Raikou. And I don't know that I outspeed him at this point because I'm actually 318 speed. I actually don't outspeed the 339 if he was Jolly, but it turns out I don't think he was Jolly. But anyway, I risk it all, and I go for the Calm Mind as to scare him out. So he does, and go into Chansey, and my T-Bolt does kill him. So that's pretty much GG, unless he like Waterfall or somehow outspeeds with Shark and Waterfall flinches. But turns out he is Scarf with this thing, hoping that maybe I choke, maybe I click Calm Mind, and he tricks me into Calm Mind. But I don't. I just continue to click T-Bolt, and now I'm Scarfed +1, and so that was actually the nail in the coffin for him because T-Bolt's also going to kill the tree. I believe this is the end. GG's. Always fun to play him. First battle of the season is always, and so now I definitely outspeed because I have the Scarf. But that's why I said I don't know yet, because I had actually forgotten. Because he said GCs, I said didn't know yet. Because I'd actually forgotten that I had the Scarf. So I thought maybe he could outspeed and like flinch me with Waterfall and then, yeah, beat the rest of my team. Because, I don't know. But yeah, I ended up just sweeping with Reich in the back. So we'll take that. That was a long battle. It was a great battle, Seamus. A lot of fun. Yeah, he's beat me a few times, and we kind of have a little rivalry. He gets the best of me a lot of times, but that was a great battle. 66 turns, and well played to him. I'm looking forward to week 2. Again, I played Dylan, so hopefully, and right now that's okay. They already updated. Quinn's already battled for his week 2. But yeah, so we're going to keep this season going. I'm going to upload all my battles, hopefully all of them. I'm going to record them live. It's very nerve-wracking, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. So a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Comment anything you think I can do better. I really appreciate you. Take care. God bless.